Prophecology. It's more than a philosophy, more than a psychology, more than just an ecology, bigger than biology, larger than anthropology, brushes against astrology. That's Prophecology.
Praise the Lord, I'm Master Prophet Bernard, joining your most trusted name in prophecy, and welcome to the Prophecology podcast. Amen. Today we have a special guest, and I want to introduce to you Jonathan Powell, who you'll be hearing his voice from time to time on the Prophecology podcast. And Jonathan, what you think about these podcasts that go out?
I think they're fabulous. I think for the kind of learning that I have to have, which is, I'm always in movement, always doing something. Podcasts are so convenient because I can put them in my ear and keep moving because I don't want to stop moving.
Oh, so you have a thing where your way of being keeps you in motion?
Yes, I mean, only the dead should be standing still. So I like the movement of the podcast. They're fantastic. And they're convenient.
Well, our guest today will help you stay in movement. I don't know if you want to get into Danah Smart's movements, but that's what we're going to be talking about. Yes, you.
It'd be smart to sit on over here and let her.
Well, we have Danah Smart, an entrepreneur, wellness coach, leader, teacher, community advocate, and caretaker for the most amazing little girl. She comes from a long lineage of successful entrepreneurs, which we have met many of them, amen. Born in the Bronx and later moving to New Rochelle, New York, Danah Smart's her journey at a very young age. After traveling the world while singing and dancing, Danah returned to the States to go to college and soon after opened her own personal training and wellness company. And we're going to find out more about that. And so let's give a clap for Danah Smart. So you are welcome, Danah. I remember you from a little girl, and we've known y'all for at least 20 years. Now I know you
over
look
30.
You're right.
Yeah. Because we've been in this house for 25, and we've known you since the Bronx.
And we prophesy concerning your youngest brother. He's how old now?
The baby?
Yes.
Is
Because I remember when your mother was carrying her.
25?
Jesus.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, my God. So
been a
our
long time
families
coming.
go back.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Okay, so, Danah, you are the owner and founder of Smart Step Fitness. Tell us a little bit more about what is Smart Step Fitness?
Smart Steps Fitness is a fitness organization where we teach you how to take care of your entire total body. We want to make sure that people are not just taking care of their physical body. We want to make sure that they're taking care of their mental, their social, their financial. Because if you don't take care of the rest of your body, the body falls apart. So we go into things that people should be eating as well as the generational curses that they should be breaking.
Whoa, okay. Jonathan, that's a whole lot there. What you want to say about that?
I feel like it's a one-stop shop. I can get my whole self fixed and everything. It's like a great, car show, a car mechanic place.
So you're very physical as well.
Correct.
Because you worked with my wife, my daughters.
Yes.
I just won't work out with you.
I'm waiting
for
the day.
I know you are, and it's probably not going to ever come because your brother plays football,
Yes.
and he won't even work out with you.
Yes, and he played semi-pro football.
He plays. So why won't your brother work out with his big sister?
Because he believes that I am sweet and gentle and innocent.
Jonathan, what do you think about that?
I believe it.
I think you're being smart, Bishop. Stay away, okay?
So what? Your brother played football.
Yes.
Why did your brother say he would not work out with you more than once?
He has come, but he usually doesn't finish.
He doesn't
finish the workout. It's challenging. I make sure that I challenge my people. I make sure that if you believe that you can, you will. There is one curse word in my classes, in my sessions, and that word is can't.
What is the word?
Can't.
What is the word?
CAN''T. If you say that word, all music stops. I have my Apple Watch on and I hit the button. All music stops. Everybody stops and drops and does 10 push-ups.
The whole group.
The whole group. I don't care if it's 2 or 20. Everybody, because we have to remind ourselves, if we're in this together, we're in this as a team. And if we're in this as a team, if you don't believe in yourself, you don't believe in me. Why are we here? So it's a reminder, never a punishment. Always a reminder that you can.
Oh my goodness, this is smart fitness. Let's give that some respect. Let's give that some respect. You know, Empress is on the inside there directing, and she's like smiling, but it don't sound like she has a sign up in her yet.
I think there's a sign up for her, especially living up in this kind of area, up in Saddle River. You've got to be out and exercise.
Yes.
Think she needs to probably go on over there and sign up for that smart fitness.
And what about you, Jonathan?
I'm already doing fitness over in Brooklyn.
I travel to Brooklyn often. I'm in Brooklyn twice a week.
I've got the testimony of your brother. No.
So you make house calls?
Yes, sir, I do.
And you do executives and stuff like that? What is
Yes.
that like, especially in this pandemic? Because right now you've had to pivot in your practice as
Yes,
well.
definitely.
Right? Because you had worked at a sports clubs and different things.
Yes, well, I left corporate. I left corporate almost 10 years ago. I was at a gym facility, and I wasn't happy there because I come from a generation of entrepreneurs. I come from a lineage of entrepreneurs. So when I had to do the politics, I wasn't that person, Bishop.
You wasn't that person?
No, sir. I was ready to let them have it. So instead of letting them have it, I let myself have it, and I created Smart Steps Fitness, where we can take the next step into fitness. So we're taking that next step into wellness. I have been doing this for over 10 years, and I love it. So it started because I was a dancer, and I said, well, how can I come off the stage and still impact the stage? So I started out by doing strength and conditioning for ballerinas. I did that all over the country. Even up until last year, I spent a month in Atlanta, and I was doing it, and it was amazing. And then the pandemic happened. The pandemic happened. I had an order of product coming in. My merchandise was coming in. I had weights coming in, and everything got stopped. With that being said, I taught people then how to use their body weight, water bottles, their children, their grandchildren. You have a bunch of grandchildren. You can pick up your grace. Yes.
Lift them.
You can lift them, and it'll strengthen your total body.
It will strengthen your total body.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's give that a hand for total body. Wow and wow. So let me just ask you a couple of things about, with fitness. What would you say for people? I'm 61 years of age. Would you do fitness on me at 61 the same way you do it on Jonathan at 37? Would we both do the same?
I wouldn't do the same fitness for you at 61 as I would do for somebody else at 61. Everybody is individual. It is an individually designed program for each person.
Individually designed?
Yes. Yes, there is no cookie cutter here.
There's no cookie cutter.
No.
So the average 61 would be doing a different workout than the average 21?
Oh, yes. Depending on their life, because you can look at somebody's numbers and they can be in age 25 and in body type 61, 71.
Oh my
on,
God.
on their
Jonathan,
way to dead.
did she just say you had a body type of 61?
She doesn't think that. But
How you know?
because I'm quite sure.
You're the one that won't let her come to Brooklyn.
I haven't done your initial assessment yet, so I haven't assessed it.
Well, thankfully, it doesn't need to be assessed because it's fine. However, I think there are a few other, Prophet Stephen Brown. I
you putting
think in
people on
my
blast?
spirit, I
He's
think
putting
he
people on
could
blast.
definitely go for an assessment. And he's been trying to fast.
You
This
should
could
lead
be
by
the-
example.
I'm already leading. I'm already leading. I've already put down. Listen, I've dropped so much weight, but he's fasting and he's trying. I think this would be a great thing for him.
But Jonathan, you have said you have lost too much weight and you want to now start bulking up and putting some muscle.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
Could you help Jonathan, support Jonathan in really putting on muscle?
That
Because
would be a pleasure.
Jonathan does modeling.
Okay. Yes,
And
I've
he's been
seen.
you've seen, right?
Yes.
But you haven't really seen him model with his shirts off, like
Correct.
Fruit of the Looms and stuff like that, which are waiting for a person so he can advertise it. Right? Could you get his body ready for a Fruit of the Looms?
I could definitely get his body photo shoot ready whenever you're ready.
She said
I'm
photo
ready.
shoot,
Are
not
y'all ready for
Photoshop.
him?
She said
Photo
photo
shoot,
shoot,
yes.
not Photoshop. What you thinking about
Yes,
that?
that'll preach, Bishop.
That's even more money.
Yes.
That's more teruma, more tithes.
Yes.
That's more tithes and offerings.
Yes.
That is really like glorifying God in your body.
Yes, yes.
And if your body is your temple, you better treat it as such.
Could
Yeah.
you get him on a maintenance program that he could be cut up?
And also, just because people are slender doesn't mean they're healthy. So I want people to also remember that just because your numbers are low in your weight scale doesn't mean the rest of your numbers are where they're supposed to be. It's a number game.
Oh my goodness. Like, what other numbers would they be looking at besides my weight?
Your glucose,
Oops.
your BMI, and especially us black folk, they got the sugar.
The sugar.
Who got the sugar? I don't have the sugar.
Oh my goodness.
I can't afford the sugar.
You don't have the.
I don't have any of the sugar.
We were talking about the.
Diabetes.
Right.
Sugar
We're not talking about the
diabetes.
he's sweet, I know.
No, This is on a podcast. I'm not gonna do this. No. He's gonna replay me.
Okay.
So yes, your body is made up of systems. I have studied under some amazing people who have taught me some amazing things, and I've also done my own research. Went to school for organic medicine and athletic training with that, and then I also studied under some amazing holistic doctors.
Yes.
And I've done not only my schooling, but I've done my research, and I've done my practical research by using humans. I used to have people come in the house, and my mother would have a client, and I'd say, "Hi, can I have a urine sample?" And they would look at me like I was all the way crazy, but I was crazy about what I did. I was crazy about changing people's lives. My cousin had cancer. She got cancer at 29 years old, and she smoked since she was 13. When she got cancer, that was when I said I was 18. That was when I said, I have to do something to save somebody from going through what my cousin's going through. And when she was doing it holistically, it was amazing. When she started the chemo, it started burning out her lungs that were already burnt out. So my goal is to make sure that somebody doesn't have to be that little cousin watching their cousin go through it. So if I can change and heal somebody's life from the inside out, let's get those numbers in order.
Now, you got a prophetic word when you was in your teenage years, didn't you?
Yes, I was 12 years old.
Listen to this prophecy she got at 12 years old. What was the prophetic word?
The prophetic word at 12 years old was that I was actually at the Prophecology with the Hooded Prophets. I was 12 years old, and I was there because I was actually on punishment. My parents made sure that anywhere they were, I had to be at that time. And they were at the Hooded Prophets. And I was there, and I got a prophecy that I was going to be the Master of Sciences. Now, remember, I told you I was on punishment. I was on punishment because I failed my science class.
Wow.
Bishop, when I said I was too through, and I was young. I was in church my whole life, but I didn't understand the power of prophecy. I got the prophecy. I was extra on fire at that moment. I said, okay, so God, you said it. You're going to fix it because I'm over it. The numbers of 12, my 1 and my 2 switched, and at 21, I was accepted into the School of Prophetic Physicians. I was actually accepted to the School of Prophetic Physicians, 2 HBCUs, a holistic medical school in Arizona. I was like, oh, doors are opening, and this is not even what I did not look for it. I didn't ask for it. I didn't want it.
Wow.
Instantly. The complete flip. Complete flip, Bishop.
That's amazing.
And I'm here now, Science is my best friend.
Science is your best friend, and everything you do now, you're dealing
Everything
with,
I do
you're
is
dealing with
science.
functional medicine,
Yes.
right? Helping people to keep their bodies in motion so their body can stay in motion.
Kinesiology, the whole body. You're doing biology, kinesiology, functional medicine. When I was in college, I actually studied, not on purpose, but I'm sure there was for a purpose. I was in chemistry for the pharmacy. I was in pharmacy chemistry 2.
Wow.
I didn't take pharmacy chemistry 1 or the prereq, and did amazing in it. Studied under the pharmacy chemistry professors. It was amazing. And at 12 years old, I had no clue what 21 would look at.
Wow.
Wow.
Let's give that a hand. Amen.
Beautiful.
What is it like when you work with corporate execs?
Each one is different. Each one is different. It's a pleasure. It's an honor. It's humbling. But it's also a boss-up moment. And I get some people who are out there who everybody else is listening to that they have to listen to me. And I love it. And I'm 5'2". I love to be the big one in the room. Corporate executives are used to giving the order.
Right.
So often they're ready to take an order. So often they're ready to be told what to do. And they want to kind of just humble themselves and take that opportunity to allow somebody else to teach them how to take care of their body. My goal with my clients is not to keep them forever. My goal with my clients is to keep them for 6 months to a year, teach them how to train their bodies. You want to train your palate. You want to clean out your palate. You want to change things you're eating. You want to change the movements you're making. Often with my executive clients, I put them in their space. I try not to take them out of their own space, whether it is their home, whether it is their office. And I teach them how to do things right where they're at, whether it's their home office, whether they're out at office. And I've also been doing a lot of virtual training ever since the pandemic. So I've had clients as far as the UK, I've had clients as far as the UK that have done classes with me because now we're just on video.
Wow.
And it's convenient.
So you're doing classes with people on video
Yes.
right now?
Yes.
Wow. Do you do any exercises at all using like chairs or stuff?
Yes. My favorite exercise on a chair is a dip. You can do it right now.
On this here chair
Yes,
right
sir,
here?
you can.
A dip. Okay. And how far does the buttocks have to hit the floor for your dips?
Depending on how high the chair is. If you're on a step, you can also use the stairs.
Okay.
If you're using the stairs, you would like to hit the floor as close as possible. But you also want to make sure your knees are not sickling. They're rolling in. You want to make sure your heels are out, and you want to make sure that your foot is at a 90-degree angle. If you can't see your toes, you can't see your life.
Oh wow! So you got a whole science to this. So
Oh, yes.
they would have the screen in front of them, or their laptop, or
Yes.
whatever, or their cell phone, and they would be watching you. And at that time, the camera would be on them as well, so you could actually coach
Yes.
them and look at their. Jonathan, she could make it to Brooklyn for you this evening.
Yes, I can.
Jonathan, what you think about that?
And I believe Jonathan has the type of phone that we can FaceTime.
Wow, this is like coaching through face.
It is really leading from the future.
You know what, Jonathan? I can see you at Armour. What's that company called? Armour.
Under Armour?
Under Armour. They're calling for you to be.
They're calling for me.
They're calling for you to be like their brand ambassador.
Is that
And you
what
could,
this
and
is?
you'd be able to say,
You gotta have those abs on point.
Yes, you could say Smart Steps Fitness did it.
Smart Steps Fitness.
Yes.
Woo!
You know,
I tell you.
you'll be able to do, and you're writing articles in magazine. You'll be able to talk about what fitness can look like by 40.
Yes.
That's 3 years from now.
Yes.
So it would take probably about a good 3 years to get the body kind of sculpted like
To
that.
get
would you
whose
say?
body sculpted like that? His body?
Yes.
Oh no, I'm gonna train him like a athlete or a
I'm not an
It's
athlete.
actor, and we gonna whip him
after,
into shape.
And how many months would you say roughly?
6 at max.
6 months.
6 months training, 6 days.
6 months, 6 days. Come on, Jonathan. Why don't you
And
take
you're
that
under my
commitment on?
food regimen.
And you under her food regimen.
Wait a minute.
Well,
Hold
actually,
on.
Bishop, he can start with my challenge. I have a challenge happening right now, right on Instagram. And it's only 15 minutes a day. I would have him at 45 minutes. But he can start 15 minutes a day.
John, you should take that commitment on. Do you want to live a big life? Do you want to be America's top model?
Yes.
Come on, let's give me
The
5,
next
Jonathan.
top model. That
The
means
male
you
top
agree.
model.
That's an agreement.
That could be, and we could do it right here with Smart Fitness.
Yes.
You know, we'll hire Empress as your agent. She'll be following you around. We'll have a whole Instagram
Yes,
following,
a video
whole community.
documented.
You could get
We can
black
document
ministers in the
this.
clergy. We could even have, we could even raise funds for that.
Archbishop,
Like
I
a
think
6
you should lead by example.
I would
Wait a
have
minute.
you-
I think y'all can partner up and do this together. Because we can have multiple people on a video call at the same time.
No, I think that's great. I think that's great.
I'm with you. Come on, pivot. As you pivot through here, I'm on the back of you. So let's go together. Just bring me out when you come
I
out.
have the ropes right in the car. We can
I'm
start
sure
with
you
the
do.
ropes.
She has the ropes in the car.
I didn't
What
bring
did-
any active clothes.
What did you do? What do you do with ropes?
Currently, I have manufactured an amazing jump rope. The jump rope it's about 4 pounds.
4 pound jump rope.
Yes.
Okay.
And you jump. When I tell
Wait a
you.
minute. When I used to jump, it'd be like about 8 ounces the rope, I think.
Yeah,
Okay. So
pounds.
4 pounds. What's 4 pounds like? That's.
So you want me to?
It's like.
4 pounds.
Okay.
Now,
Over
if
my
you're
head.
under 5'9", the rope is about 3.5 pounds, but because you both are over 5'9", I would recommend you use the longer rope because there's a longer rope and a shorter rope. The rope is amazing. It rips your abs, your arms, your cardio, when I tell you it's total body,
Jump in the
total
rope.
body.
So the rope, I would just need to. And how many jumps would I probably would? You just recommend that I do a
So-
day. Now the rope, it turns here, so I don't have to keep the.
You have to use your whole range of motion. It's total body. It's bis and tris and quads and everything. Total body. You want to make sure you're also keeping your core nice and tight from your sternum to your pelvis. You want to keep this zipped up nice and tight. And that was a trick we learned in the dance world. Oh my gosh, it transforms your life. Keep it zipped up. Relax
Get
your
it zipped up.
shoulders. And keep this zipped up nice and tight. And you can
Zipped up.
actually,
Ooh.
in and out.
In and out, Jonathan.
And you can do
so
that
your
all
stomach
day.
will- Your stomach's going in and out.
Yes.
Don't look you're already in pain, Jonathan. We haven't even get the rope in your hand yet.
So you want to keep it zipped up as if there was a zipper on your pelvis, and you want to zip it nice and tight to your sternum and keep your transverse abdominals. You want to keep the inner abs, the abs behind your abs, nice and tight because that's what actually sucks in your gut. So you want to do that. You want to jump 15 minutes. So on the program we have
15 minutes?
Yes, 15 minutes a
A
day.
day?
That's it.
How many days a week?
How ripped you trying to get? How fast? 5 days a week. Why not? Get
5
your heart
days?
going.
You say 5 days a week?
Why not? Get your heart going.
Uh,
And don't do your rest back to back. Don't do your 2 rest days back to back. So if you rest on Sunday, then rest on Wednesday. So you don't want to rest Saturday and Sunday because then
you go 15 minutes nonstop just jumping rope.
you can do 15 minutes
Or
nonstop.
you can break it up like 5-minute intervals or
So what we're doing right now is a 15-minute total body workout. So every other day we do a different body set. So
Ooh.
we do 1 minute jump rope, and then we do 1 minute of something else. Push-ups, jumping jacks, squats, jump squats, burpees.
Oh,
we do
no.
that for 1 minute, and then we go
the
back
burpees,
to the
I'm out.
then we
Burpees,
go
I'm
back
out.
to the 1 minute jump rope. We do that circuit for 15 minutes. Oh, Bishop.
I'm 61 years.
Young.
I don't do burpees. No,
37.
you can do burpees.
I'm 30. No,
you
the
can do
burpees.
Have you ever done a burpee?
I've seen it.
As long as you don't say
No,
that
you never
C
done
word,
You
you can.
I could.
You've never done a burpee.
I've seen it. What is the
No.
burpee? Show me, what is it again, Bishop?
You
What
jump
is it?
up.
And go
and
down,
come
go
down.
over. Oh, yeah.
You need to try the burpee. I used to do
No,
that.
I've done it.
You kick your legs out.
Yeah,
and
Yes.
then just jump
and
up.
see,
It's
yeah.
only, but she's only doing 1 minute. It's not bad. I
not-
was
it's not
I was in a
bad.
place where they had us doing 20.
20 minutes straight.
No, 20 burpees.
Oh. Now, the reason why we have the timers is because everybody is on their own set. When I'm with
Right.
executives, when I'm with personal people one-on-one, I have them have their own creative numbers. So, for example, Bishop, you could do 3 minutes, or you can do 50, depends on each person. It's a completely different program.
My burpees went where when I got down on the floor, I rested, and when I stood up, I
Bishop,
rested.
that is
my
not how it
burpees-
goes.
Exactly. But I wish I was introduced to burpees when I was in my 20s. It's a really great exercise.
And it's total body.
I've gone with, but a lot of trainers that I have gotten with of late, they wouldn't even put burpees on the regimen, and I think because of the impact on the wrist.
So
and,
there's a
so
modification. I make sure that even in my videos, I make sure there's a modification for everything. Because again, the same person that I have doing something at 25, I'm not going to have them doing the same thing at 45. So I give them the option of you walk down, step out, push up, come back up.
Yeah, that
So
walk
there's
down.
a modification.
And would you say that Americans have been trained not to live on the floor?
Americans have been trained to live in the kitchen in front of the microwave. Unfortunately,
Oh my goodness.
we have been
Did that
trained
feel
to
like
live
your
in
life
front of
just
the
now?
microwave.
No,
I'm
the floor. But when you think about
That's
it,
absolutely right.
I mean, how often are we on the floor, sitting on the floor, playing a game? Would you say that most Americans cannot keep up with the toddler that's 6
Not at all.
months or 9 months old?
Not at all.
If
We're
they
used to
said
sitting on a
practice, like practice and say, I'm gonna just hang out with this toddler and do everything this toddler do for 1 hour. Would that be a
Not at all.
workout?
That could be a workout in itself, but I think you should also incorporate the toddler. Let them be your weight. Lift them.
Oh,
play
no,
with
I
them,
got that.
Kiss them. Do some crunches. But so often we're on the couch with a remote control in our hand with something that just came out of the microwave. So if it took us 30 years to get where we are, it's not going to happen overnight. But it's work. And each person has to do their own work.
Yeah,
No matter
yeah.
how long I'm with them, each person has to do their own work.
Well, I'm going to get ready right after this. I'm going to go get my 10,000 steps in because I do it. Now, I do 10,000 steps a day.
Yes.
Is that a good fitness? Is that a good starting point?
That's a great point, period. That's a great point, period. I think that I would just add in some weights. I would add in a little bit of strength training to make sure that not only are you losing the weight, but you're also building the muscle. You're building the muscle around your organs. So here is where the majority of your organs are held. You want to make sure that that area is protected. You want to make sure that it's strong. Because God forbid something happens, you fall, you get hit, that will literally protect your organs. So you want to make sure you're protected in every way.
I love it. I
That's
love
great.
it. Amen. So we, Dana, so how can people get in touch with you if they would like to know more about how to get in part of your program? I'm glad to see that you're seeing corporate execs. Jonathan, I would be so proud of you if you really...
Jonathan, give me 6 weeks.
I
Give-
think
just
that,
give us 6 weeks.
That jump
I
rope.
tell you what, give her 6 weeks, and I tell you what, I will even make a deal with you for 6 weeks. Your children would be happy.
Yes.
Why do
Johnny,
you
give
wanna
us 6
do
weeks because I want to see you on top. I really want to see you win.
Yes.
I want to see you. So I want to see. I want to see. People sit there say, Jonathan, you really made it. I mean,
Transformed.
you've already made it, but I mean, like made it. I mean,
Sure, Bishop.
Empress would have you out there saying, and we'd be looking for you on The View. Says, how did this guy go from X to Y, and what was your motivation? And you'll be able to say, it was a combination of things. It started with a mentor.
You are good.
You said it started with a mentor. And you said,
Wow.
and this is not a wellness mentor, just a mentor. He wanted to really get my biology in a position where I could be around for a long time because he did not believe in burying none of his mentees before him.
Wow. Okay. All right, Bishop.
Notice Jesus didn't bury none of his disciples.
So
Didn't
true.
bury any of his
So
disciples.
true.
He left before his disciples did. I mean, that's very powerful. So, and then you're in the industry. I mean, What's the ideal size for suits in the industry modeling world? Like 36?
Yes, where you're at. Down, you're at 38, 37, 38. Yes, okay. So we want to do 6 weeks, you said?
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
6 weeks. I have a lot of execs knocking at my door now, but I'll push you to the top of the list.
Ooh, let's give that a hand and give it some respect. Amen. 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
5 days a week.
5 days a week.
1 hour.
1 hour. 1 hour, 5 days a week. Jonathan, just look commitment in the eye. But you know what? Don't look at the goal. Look at the practice.
Look at the
Yes.
practice.
And look at the result. What is the result that do you see in the end of 6 weeks? Now that means we would be right there at Thanksgiving. What would be people saying to you on December 1st? On December 1st, give him a picture of what he can start to look like.
Okay. And I would love to do a before and after picture.
That means one with the shirt off.
Yes.
It's going to be before and after, and we'll be able to use that. And then with that, he'll be able to send it to the modeling agency he's with.
Jonathan, he's ready. Bishop, he's ready.
The modeling agency.
Yes.
And they would probably, at that moment, what would be some of the words he'll probably hear coming into 2021?
Fabulous. Amazing. He's ready.
He's ready.
He's
And
ready.
they would have him ready to start modeling for the spring collection.
Yes.
And
He can even do summer collection because he can do the swimsuits.
yeah, but
Fashion shows,
But they start
runways.
shooting. They don't shoot that in June. They'll shoot that
They'll
like in
shoot in
January.
January. Yes.
So
That's why he needs to be ready.
You need
Yes,
to be ready.
yes, ready.
You got now 6 weeks, and once it happens like a drug, you're gonna want to keep on doing it.
Yes.
You're gonna be saying,
Those endorphins start kicking in.
gonna say,
Adrenaline
Dana,
starts running.
rake it up. You'll be sitting
Yes.
there saying, I want this here a little cut. I want to be able to make this.
And we can sculpt.
She can
We can
sculpt.
sculpt.
She
I'm
can
ready.
sculpt.
That's beautiful. I'm so excited. I tell you what, this is going to be an interesting 6 weeks.
And when are we starting? Let's make some commitments. Let's make smart goals. Let's be specific about it.
Smart goals. Ooh.
Let's be
I love that.
specific.
And her last name is Danah Smart. Let's make some smart goals.
Yes.
Yes, smart is specific, measurable. The A is for
Achievable,
achievable,
relative,
relative,
and time bound.
and time bound. So we got the time bound already, 6 weeks.
Yes, 6
It's
weeks.
going to be relative for your career.
For my career,
Okay.
We're going to measure it by your before and after picture.
yes,
You're going to have your measurements. It's going to be specific
specifics.
to the certain parts of
And
the
it's
body.
going to be realistic. You're not going to be the Hulk in 6 weeks.
I don't want to be the whole.
So we're going to be realistic and relatable and relative about it. And we're going to be actual. We're going to be achievable. I'm going to give you something that you can achieve, not something that's super crazy far-fetched. And then we already have our time because you have 6 weeks.
She's committed. She said it right here on this podcast.
I'm ready.
On this 21st day of October.
Wow.
That means by December 4th.
Well,
you
let's
will be ready.
get through.
Get it out.
21st. So let's go on the 26th, that Monday.
Starting next Monday.
That way, I can process myself, so I can be ready on Monday.
Okay.
Because today's
which is-
Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
Yeah,
It's
Thursday,
realistic.
Friday.
It's realistic.
Monday. Start on the fresh Monday.
Now you can call your agent and tell them what you're up to. So this way you could tell them you can be ready for this particular part. That would be something else to put into the picture.
Yes.
That could support. So you could say, listen, we've done these here models. It would be great to have a mature model that can model X. I need you to get me some things in this area. And I promise you, I would have this here. And SMART goals can help you to tell them what is going to be done,
Yes.
what's going to be worked on. And this is how they do in movies.
So
They say
true.
The parts in the movie.
So true.
It says, I can promise you a 6-pack or a 3-pack.
Okay.
What are you doing? How are you feeling? What's running through your mind right now?
I am
Do
just.
you like the picture? Let's look at it.
The picture is fabulous. It looks fabulous. It looks wonderful. Oh my goodness! And I can just see now. Woo! It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. What a powerful podcast this was today.
Yes,
My
it
first one
was.
with you.
You know what?
And I
But you know
see.
what? But you know what, Jonathan? The ministry is a look.
Yes.
You begin to start looking like the future of ministry.
You become the standard.
The standard, right? Nobody listens to the overweight guy.
So true.
Everyone listens to the one that, easy on the eyes.
Somebody that they want to look like.
That's powerful. Well, Monday, we'll begin this wonderful journey, this 6-week journey, this new practice.
Yes. It's going to become a lifestyle, and you're going to love it.
I'm so proud of it. But, I think I'm going to have Empress go look for a TV show for this, and we're going to make it, faith-based. I know a couple of Christian networks that would probably put this on together. We probably need to get this.
This needs to be documented.
Right, because a
This
lot of people,
transformation.
a lot of preachers in COVID-19 will gain 19.
Yes.
Many, many, many. I could think of some others that could really use this. Maybe, yeah.
Don't. I feel like you're going to call a name. Don't do that. Okay,
No. I wouldn't do that. I'm gonna go into sackcloth and ashes myself.
From now until Monday.
Might be safe, so that I can,
And
really
I can
take
give you
this.
your rope today because I have some extra ropes with me. I always travel with extra ropes.
Okay, and
So
I'm
you can leave with a rope today.
And no,
and I'm going to pay for your first rope.
Aww.
I got
What
your
a
rope for you.
mentor.
I got your rope.
Thank you so much.
I'm paying for your first rope. I'm gonna get me a rope too, but my ceilings are too low down here.
Bishop,
You know,
you have outdoors. You can
I live
do it
in
right
Brooklyn.
outside.
Oh no,
in the-
I know, but what I'm thinking about for me is what to do like during December and January.
You can
with
go
a rope.
in the vestibule.
In the vest.
Yes. The very high ceilings.
You have a lobby. Yeah, you have a
You have
chandelier.
options. Bishop,
Yeah.
you have
But
options.
see, I'm in a smaller apartment. See, I have low ceilings. So I'd have to go outside into the park.
We'll find a way for you to do it inside because there are also modifications with the rope. You can even be seated and use the rope. Yes.
And you're jumping rope.
You're not
seated.
jumping, you're actually using your obliques and you're whipping the rope because there is a modification for everybody. There is no excuse. I live in an excuse-free zone. No excuses here.
You better go ahead, smart girl.
So, I've been at the place where I couldn't walk. I had a very bad snowboard accident and didn't walk for over a month. I had to find a way to get back up. I had to find a way to make it work. So if I can find a way, I have to find a way for everybody else to find a way. So it's an excuse-free zone.
I
No
love
excuses
it.
here.
All right. Well, you heard from Danah Smart. How can people get in touch with you? Jonathan already knows. Jonathan, how are you? Stay with us. Stay
Yo,
with
I'm here.
Stay
I'm
with
ready to.
us.
I'm.
Stay with us.
Yes.
Stay. I feel your pulse is beating. It's like you got that look. Like, what did I just commit to?
Yes.
What did
I'm
I just
with
commit
you.
to?
You committed to
Blindly.
the
But
best
this is-
of your life.
Well, listen. A year ago, you didn't think you'd be modeling. Look at
You're
where,
right.
Look at where
You're
God
right.
took. Look where God took you.
You're right.
And I watch you lose at least 20 pounds. I don't know how much you lost.
I haven't. It's been some serious weight. I've purposely not looked because I just. But
I mean,
I
it's
can't
not
fit
like
in-
you were doing it intentionally. It wasn't like I gotta lose weight. You just naturally
started
Changing.
maintain. He just started changing.
It's a lifestyle. When you change your life, when you change your mind, you change your life from beginning to end.
And you did it without a coach.
Yeah, I just was running out with a little app and
Now,
running.
if you was doing that without a coach, imagine what your body will shape into with this
Yes.
coach. It's going to be a total difference because see, you've already been preparing this for the last year,
Yes, you have a foundation, an amazing one.
and now it's a foundation with guidance.
That's what I'm just gonna believe you. I believe you. I believe you, and I believe that I believe.
I mean, listen. I had an exercise. I've had several exercise coaches, and there is a different because they'll work on certain areas and things that you think are not working. You start noticing, that is getting shaped, and then weights that I normally would have lifted, they would have said, no, that's too many, take that off, because I want to get you doing so many more reps. I want you to do 25 of each of those.
Yes.
Because that brings a difference than having maybe the heavier weights and
That's
them
where the
having me doing
leaner
12.
muscle comes in.
Yeah, so there's a whole science to this.
Yes, there is.
So we're putting your body in the hands of a specialist.
You ready?
And she says 6 weeks. She's getting you ready for a billboard. You getting ready to make billboard money.
At thy word.
There's billboard money and there's magazine money.
It's time to go get it.
It's laying right there on the table.
Right there. Well then, here we go.
All right. You know, I feel as though you're getting ready to meet Tyra. Thanks.
I probably will.
You're gonna be. They're gonna know your name in the industry.
Well, Bishop, keep on saying it. Because
They're gonna know-
the
they're
more
gonna
you
know-
say it, the more I'm.
They're gonna know your name.
Lift me on up in this, because I feel I'm taking this word all the way.
Yes.
Because see,
Absolutely, it has to be.
everybody doesn't have a natural body for this. I watch what you did with
So
your
true.
body without a coach. You know, people had to have a coach to get where you landed in Times Square without a coach.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. It's like you landed without a coach that didn't give you an AR director. You know, the one.
You're right. You're right.
Imagine what you could become with a coach.
With a coach.
And we're going to keep it nice and lean.
Yeah, but I
Nice
can,
and lean. Keep it nice and lean.
So when I take my T-shirt off, I'll be all right.
Oh, you're going to take it off today because I'm going to do your 4 pictures today, and I'm going to take your measurements today and your weight.
Oh my God! And we should put it up today, right here for this next service.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
I'm ready. This is Danah Smart. This is Jonathan's first podcast. He'll be able to give us weekly updates.
Oh,
I love
yes.
this. I love this. We probably, you know what? Maybe we should see. I wonder, Empress, this would be kind of out of style if we did the 6-week health challenge, especially people going into the holiday
Yes.
season, which messes up their whole weight thing. I wonder if we should do like a 6-week thing where, of course, you'll be on. We'll get Danah. We'll get some other people coming on that you know, other nutritionists and stuff like
Yes.
that. We can bring on that
Yes,
would just come
most
on and want to
definitely.
talk, and we can like really step people through, and you'll be leading the future.
Leading from the future.
Yes.
Yeah,
I love it.
this is going to be exciting.
Your agent has put her thumbs up. She's gonna have you out there. That's gonna be
And we're
public
going to make sure we
relations.
document as much as possible. We got to keep this documented
Yeah.
because if you don't have anything to look back at, you have nothing to look forward to.
Whew, I tell you, want to play the altar call music? Because I have been touched, moved, and inspired.
Yes.
So stay tuned. We'll be back for more of this, and we're gonna see we may do something
And
weekly.
they can find me at D Smart Fit Everything or Smart Steps Fitness Everything. Smart Steps Fitness at gmail.com. Smart Steps Fit www.smartstepsfitness.com or on Instagram and Facebook. D Danah Smart Fit.
Okay, I like the letter D for Danah.
Yes.
Smart Fit.
Yes.
So Smart Steps Fitness is the way to go. Okay, we'll be hearing more about this. We're going to find out how Jonathan's making out next
Yes,
Wednesday.
Yes, next Wednesday.
We're going to get his ropes today.
Yes.
I'm going to get a rope today.
Roping. Yep.
We're
Yeah,
gonna rope.
ready.
I'm gonna jump rope. I'll find out how many I'll probably just jump.
Do the
But-
whole 15 minutes? That's a lot.
No, I probably won't. You know, it would be good if I can jump rope down the road, down the block, and just
You can do the
could
skip.
run that
You can
day.
skip it.
Skip it.
Yes.
Now,
So
would that be an impact on my knees though?
So the skipping is a lower impact on your back. So you will feel it if you're jumping continuously up and down. You will feel it on your lower back. But it's so much more beneficial when you're skipping, when you're putting one foot and you'll always have a foundation. So we'll start with the skipping, and then I can also show you the modifications where you're whipping the rope and even seated and whipping the rope.
Okay. So we're going to look at exercise for the 37-year-old and for the 61-year-old.
Yes.
So I'll be the modified version
Yes.
for the elders.
Bishop,
you'll
but
be-
you're not an old 61, so let's not,
Listen,
You're a
let's not do
45.
that.
No,
Let's
don't.
not do that.
No.
on my
I'm not gonna
regimen.
listen. I'm not gonna let y'all take that away from me. I worked
late.
hard to get 61. I worked hard to be 61. I'm gonna be.
61.
You're gonna celebrate me as an elder. I am an elder. Y'all are not gonna take my
So
elder ring
listen.
away from me.
Well, you're 61.
But you were
I'm
born
in-
at
I'm in-
61.
and a 43 though.
I'm in.
Yes.
But you look 43.
I'm
Yes.
an elder in the church. I worked hard for elder ring.
A young elder.
You're gonna treat me like an elder. I will work
right,
out like an elder.
Father.
Thank you. Thank you.
Father,
I receive that all day long. All right. God bless you. We'll see you next podcast.
Yes.
To keep in touch with Master Prophet E. Bernard Jordan, go to www.bishopjordan.com and follow him on all social media platforms. To get more information about the Prophecology Conference and or more special events, go to www.zoeministries.com or call 888-831-0434. Thank you and stay blessed.